the zircograph. And the zirconia, yes, the zirconia is metal normally, and if you put that metal into the furnace, then you have oxidation. The metal, it's getting white, and this is the zirconia oxide. Then you have to mix the zirconia oxide together with some yttria, and then you're getting a very, very stable ceramic material. This was a little bit the beginning of my history. So if you have any question, something special.
Well, to make this all working, you had to manufacture the zirconia as well, right?
Yes,
you
yes.
had to have the same shrinkage all the time.
Yes, okay, and then I went once to Mexico, and in Mexico I saw in a painting shop I have seen a pantograph, and I didn't know that this is a pantograph. Then I was asking my wife what kind of instrument is this, and she told me it's a pantograph. And by using the pantograph, you do a copy of your drawings, and you could increase or reduce the size of the drawing. And this was the great idea I got. Yes, exactly, that's what I need. That's what I need to do the zirconia, and the idea comes from there. And then I bought that pantograph, and I spent hours on that to understand how it works, and if it's possible also to work it in three-dimensional direction. And then I was capable to associate the first information I got how the wood carvers are working with their sculptures. And so I was assembling all those information, and then at the end I started developing a milling machine. Just an example, just a prototype in woods. And when I understood very well how it's working, then I went to a mechanic, and he made me the first prototype. And so step by step I went into that technical solution, and at the end it was working very well. The people what was working in my lab, they didn't believe in it. They told me, no, this is not possible, because
it's usually the start of the great ideas.
Yes, that's not possible that this will be working, because if this would be possible, so other engineers already had invented before me, Yes, and I tried, I did my exercises, and then I gave the order to my son. He was around 15 or 16 years old, to watch what's happened in the internet, if we are capable to get some information how zirconia is produced. Yes, and then he got to the right webpage, and on the right webpage there was some information about zirconia, about the pre-sintered zirconia, and I called the company, and they made me the first blocks, very little blocks, and then I have pre-sintered them, and so I did investigation, and finally I went also to look for the raw materials, and I was trying to press them in-house, and to realize the in-house pressing I had to buy a machine, and the cost was around 500,000 euros, and so this was a high risk to buy that machine, because I didn't know if at the end it were working well. Yes, and this was a risky story, but at the end it was working well. And then I had also to produce own furnace. I had already a furnace. I bought that furnace from a German company and then opened the furnace to see how the furnace is made. And then I did a copy of that furnace and I started producing also the furnaces in-house. Yes, the good one if you do not feel fear. So you can realize whatever you want if you have also enough money. And I was a good saver while I had my own lab. So all the money I made, I put it into the bank and good investments. And so before I started with that story, I had already 2 million euros cash in the bank. So I could start with that business very, very easily. And I was capable to do it all by myself. Yeah, it was very, 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 very nice. And of course, also, I was ready at the right moment because there was the transition between alumina and zirconia and the CAD-CAM, but the CAD-CAM wasn't precise enough and the software wasn't good enough. And so by using that manual technique, you could realize whatever you want. And so we were the first, were capable to do a full arch restoration and also screw retained restoration, screw retained zirconia bridge. Yeah, this was amazing. So we were the most advanced company at that time. It's around 20 years ago. And we were also the first company who was capable to do monolithic zirconia. We had all the 16 Vita colors, but wasn't at the market at this time. And also we were the first to use the high translucent zirconia. So this was a very,
the way I see it, you few times bet against the market.
Yes.
Like the first time everybody was everybody was focused on the CAD cams, as you said. I don't know if we have the complete picture, but the CAD cams were like everybody thought this is the future. And even here in the newspapers, people were asking me if I still continue studying the dental technician because there is the computer, everybody knows about it, so I will have nothing to do in the future. And these CAD cams are really quite poor, as you said. And in this moment where everybody was focused and looking forward to the CAD cams, you came with the manual systems.
Yes.
Then few companies, even the leaders, they starting following you and making the manual systems as well.
Yes.
And in this time where all the dentistry for us dental technicians focus on the manual systems, you came up with the CAD cam.
Yes, yes,
so
that's correct. Yeah,
double betting against the market.
And then a year after that, the business was starting. It was 2005. Then I went immediately to Germany to the Fraunhofer Institute. This is an institute for research. They are going to cooperate with companies like we are, and then I gave the order to develop together a CAD system, what is known now by ExoCAD. The ExoCAD is my baby. Okay. I started with the Fraunhofer settling up the ExoCAD, but the contracts they weren't well made. So I lost the monopoly on it, and now ExoCAD is the leader in CAD systems worldwide. Yes.
But still, it was your idea at the beginning to begin with the ExoCAD.
Yes.
Okay? It's also
not that the ExoCAD. They were employed. They were employed exactly for us, and then they were smart enough to understand that there is a market, and they kicked us out.
I understand. Yeah.
Yes.
I went there to I was watching you actually, how you're developing the things, as I find it fascinating. And I went to the concern many times. And when I bought the manual system, actually, I was second in the Czech Republic. I believe one of the first in the world in that time. And then I was watching the developing of the CAD-CAM. And I went there a few times to the concern, see if it's ready or not yet. And once I went there, you had the machine, as I bought later, already, but the software was late. And you told me, maybe the boys has to cut it off, but you told me it would be good if the programmer wouldn't be an asshole. You had some problem with the software.
Yeah, this is
what was this about?
Yeah, this is very difficult. Okay. Yeah, to work with other persons is not always very easy if they do not understand you, if they are not well to do what you have in your brain. And so this is always a battle, you know, and I like to work in a creative way, but also well structured. So to have a program, so what we do next, step by step.
You want to have a plan?
Yeah, I like to have a plan. A plan is absolutely indispensable. But they were very smart and very creative, those guys, but they didn't work hard enough on that program. But now we are also expert in that, and now it's absolutely easy for us to do a good software.
Is it because
because we have a good expertise now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. The software is the key.
Yeah, the software is the key. The machine, needs a good software, and the software is absolutely the key. And our advantage is that I'm a dental technician. Now I'm also the owner of the company, so I can decide by myself, and I know exactly in which direction we have to go. And all the other people I have now, they are also very good expert in it, because they are working now since more than 15 years on that field, and so we have the expertise how to work with the codes, and also what we want and what's necessary for having a good production.
So, gentlemen, I have to say that we have quite unusual start of our video. So I think that's the best.
Yeah,
it's just normal, spontaneous start.
Like
so who is here? Who is here? Hanzo, please introduce us.
Should we do an introduction now? Okay, so let me introduce you a little bit for the camera for the first time. So we have the honor of speaking with a great technician from Italy, and also an inventor who is best known as the founder of Zircon-san. He is the man who...
That's me, yeah.
This one over here.
That's not me.
He basically revolutionized the dental industry by developing a manual milling machine in 2003. That's what we were talking about a little bit at the beginning. And this milling machine was for the zirconia, for the material that has since become widely popular for its aesthetics, biocompatibility and strength. And his innovations in CAD-CAM technologies can say set new standards in dental prosthetics, and his company, Zircon-san, is now, I think we can say, global leader in the field. So Enrico, thank you for sharing your precious time with us, and
it's
for
also
being here.
A pleasure for me.
And also, I would like to welcome in our video for the first time Jakub Hosek. He is a very good Czech dental technician, and he also teaches on the first Faculty of Medicine in Prague. And you are involved also in some dental online program of teaching. How you call it?
We call it dental sketching.
Dental sketching.
It's becoming online dental school, serving for the teachers and the students in the dentistry.
Okay, thank you. And right now we are in your laboratory, so thank you that we can be here. It's a very nice place.
It's a great honor for me to have here Enrico. It's my dream because I admire your work a long time.
Thank you.
Actually using a lot of stuff you made.
We can see it.
You can see
almost everything, I think, that's around us.
Well, it came as a set. As Enrico said, he made the milling machine and the material and the furnace. It came as a set.
So when you're starting laboratory, you can order from Zircon-san just starting set for your laboratory?
It was like that, yeah. Okay. When I bought the manual machine, it came all in one box. The box weighted like 200 or 300 kilos. And I remember they put it in front of my lab. I used to have the lab in different parts of Prague. They put it there, 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. and they go. There was a box, 300 kilos. And I had to deal with that.
What to do with it?
That late. But anyway, it came with everything. Because in that time, it's hard to imagine, but we didn't have anything. You could not choose a different sinter furnace or different... It's not like today, right? The market was not really ready for this kind of material. So I think Enrico had to do it all in one. So
yeah, absolutely. And this was necessary. You had to deliver the whole system.
Yeah, even the milling burrs and everything. You could not order it somewhere else.
Yeah.
It had to be working set.
It's not compatible.
It didn't exist before
because it would not work properly, right?
It just simple was not available. Now you can choose the sintering office, furnace, whatever you want.
And the year was? Which year?
Sorry?
Which year
are
we talking about?
2005, I think.
2005.
Yeah.
Quite a history.
Yeah. It is amazing how long it is.
Yeah, when the story has begun.
Yeah.
And if I understood this correctly, the history of Zircon-san as a company started basically with the first invention of yours, with the zircongraph, yes?
Yes.
And why did you opt it for the manual system instead of the fully automatical from the start? Was it because the technology was not there yet?
Yeah, the technology wasn't ready at this time, and for me was impossible to start directly with CAD/CAM because I didn't have any knowledge, no information. So the manual was related to my profession. I used to be a dental technician my whole life, and I'm still working every day a little bit on the lab bench to do some exercises and some experiments. And so this was very well related to my profession. And then the next step, as I already told, is that I have seen that the future will become digitally. But the softwares, they weren't ready at this time. And they didn't have milling machines, 5X milling machines. We were the first to have the 5X milling machine for being capable to mill a full arch restoration. Because all the others except Cable, Cable had a 5X milling machine, but only for little blocks. And all the others, they were just 3X milling machines.
We could talk about money money-wise as well. In that time, there was Cavo. They call it Everest, I think.
Yes, it was
a
very
big machine,
expensive.
like all this part of this furniture. It was expensive. I don't know the price, but it was.
Yeah, it was quite expensive, the price, and it was also very difficult for the laboratories to buy it and also to have the market for zirconia, because also if you have a new product, it's also very difficult to introduce a new material into the market. And so by having the manual milling system, the coping became very cheap. You had to spend less than 10 euros, and by buying the melt coping by DCS, so Cable, the cost was around 100 or 200 euros per unit. So it was very, very expensive, and by doing it in-house in the lab for a little bit less than 10 euros, so this was economical advantage what was used by the lab owners, and so they slowly were introducing the zirconia restoration, and the fit was amazing. You know, if you have done well your job, the fit was very, very amazing by using a manual system, and it was even much better than the stuff what was milled by CAD/CAM.
Okay.
Yeah, this was amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
It was two things. I think the cover cost about 8 million crowns, and all the system, all the equipment cost 650,000 crowns. So the price what the lab can pay was totally different, and the fit was much better with the manual system. So that's why we started to use the zirconia. Like really, before it was maybe 1-2 crowns, and we sent it somewhere to Germany. But since we had the possibility to buy the manual system, we could do hundreds of crowns here locally. So that was the start of using zirconia actually for us.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not overstatement when somebody says that the zircongraph was really a revolutionizing thing in the dental industry.
Yes, absolutely. Because all the technicians, they were very familiar with the milling. Everybody was capable to mill, and everybody was capable to create crowns and bridges by using the normal wax up technology or by doing it in resin. It was very, very simple to realize for a dental technician because he was already very familiar.
The idea is like really brilliant. Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know what pantograph is, to be honest, before like 1 week ago, since I was preparing for you a little bit.
Yes.
I took a look on some videos of your first machine working, and it's like really amazing. Like, nice thing to watch.
You should bring some with you.
Yeah,
we could show them. We should bring some pantograph. I don't have it anymore, but we should show them.
It was really interesting.
Yeah.
And the zirconia material at this moment, it was not really popular material for dental restoration, right?
No.
And so why did you put your bet on the zirconia?
Yes, because I was familiar with the Empress, and the Empress was very nice, but doing bridges in Empress was nearly impossible. You had many cracks. This was not stable enough, and I was always dreaming on having a metal-free ceramic, because the metal ceramic was good when you had enough space, but many times you do not have enough space because the preparation not correct done, or I had to do some alignments of the teeth, and the natural teeth before preparing them, they weren't very well aligned. So by doing correction, you had some areas what were too thin for the metal ceramic, and so the opaque was closer to the surface. Yeah, and they didn't look very nice. We used a lot of shoulder ceramic for avoiding the dark area in the cervical area. Yeah, but it was not an easy time.
What a way to make money.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So, and during the time, the zirconia has proven itself like a really great material, because right now it's widely spread around the world.
We are using just the zirconia material. We don't use any metal ceramics or something like this. Maybe some Emax sometimes.
Emax is also good, and what you have to do in the zirconia is you have to use a resin cement. You have to bond it, and then it's very, very stable. And it's very, very stable.
And we have different types of zirconia material, is it right?
Yeah, there are different types of zirconia, always related to the translucency, and the higher the translucency, as the lowest the stability. And so
the higher translucency means that we don't use it for bridges, for example?
Yes, it depends. So there are also different layers where the cervical area has a higher strength than the incisal area. So in the cervical area, you go to use zirconia with less yttria in it, around 3%, and when you go close to the incisal edge, then zirconia with 5 yttria% is used. And so you have a good combination. But if you do full arch restoration, so I recommend always to using the zirconia with 3% of etcher in it, because this is much more stable. So you can reduce a little bit in the anterior area if you want. You can reduce minimal reduction, and then you add some ceramic, classical ceramic on top, and then you can increase a little bit to translucency. But the patient do not really like the translucency in the incisal edge, because if the patients are getting new teeth, he like the bright teeth. And if he likes it, so we have to do it. Like the ladies are liking makeup, so we have to produce it, and we have to sell it, so we have a market, and the same is with the teeth. If you go to use a bright material, so bright it means always a little bit more opaque, so you make the patient happy, and the restoration is even more stable.
One thing is what we want, but the domain is what the patient want. And they want to be very white and to be very nice when they are smiling. But the natural isn't their first.
Yeah, but natural is not always nice.
Yeah, that's true. Correct.
Only in certain cases natural is very nice. And this is, for me, it has to do also a little bit with the culture. The humans are always trying to enhance a little bit the aesthetic and the beauty. And so we are using artificial stuff to enhance it. Also the old, very old culture, like the Egyptians or the Incas or Mayas, they were using artificial stuff to enhance their beauty. The same it's happened with the teeth. Beautiful bright teeth are always nice to see.
So not if you are in Japan. In Japan, black teeth are actually it was considered like it's nice thing to have. So
but
in some cultures,
Japan it's completely different. Completely different. It's unimaginable for us. They have so small laboratories, but so small laboratories. I never have seen in my life so small laboratories. I have seen.
They are also small. Everything is there small. I heard.
Ano, je to prostě fantastické. Proto se musíme naučit zacházet s umělou inteligencí, protože nám v budoucnu neuvěřitelně pomůže. Když to neuděláme, prohráli jsme budoucnost. Věřte mi.
What you have to understand, how I have to give the right prompt that he
it's the hardest
translate directly. I have to. After we will exercise a little bit, then we will resolve the problem.
Okay. Talking about AI, I feel like there is only a little bit, and I actually feel with the price we pay for Exocad and such a softwares, it's nearly unfair that we cannot benefit from AI functions yet. How do you think it's going to be in the future, and why is it so slow to implement the AI functions in dental?
To implement the AI, for me at the moment, it's nearly impossible. It could be that we can place some teeth, some single teeth, anterior or posterior, by using the AI, but when you have to work on full restorations, so you have to do a so strong individual adaptation to the patient that this at the moment will not be possible to do it with the AI, because the AI needs good data, and we do not have enough data for placing the teeth in the right position, for getting a good aesthetic, and also to get a good occlusion. This is a little dream everybody has at the moment, and it will take many years before we are capable to do it very well with AI.
And are you actually working on something in Zirkonsan?
Yeah, we are trying to work a little bit on it to create first the base, to understand how it works, to get familiar, to acquire a little expertise, and then we will see what's happening in the future. But right now, I do not see a big future, because you can do the scan, you send it out, and then you wait a while, and then you're getting it back, and you have to pay some money for it, what is correct for my opinion, because also the developer, they have to make some money. But I prefer to do it in-house, because to do a single unit, I do not spend so much time, and I prefer to do it by myself. So it's also a pleasure placing teeth, and when the job is well done, so you have satisfaction. If you do all by AI, it's like doing photocopies, and this is not interesting job being a photocopist.
Maybe I'm not waiting that much about the job to put the additive, because it is fun, as you said, but the way we have to still articulate or put the models to the position in the virtual articulator, it seems to be like we should not do that today, should we? I mean, the AI could put the models to the approximate occlusion.
Yeah, this is possible. We have developed for that virtual model in the articulator, and then you go to place it more or less in the same position. Then the virtual model is placed in the articulator, so this is not a huge problem to
we can
create something.
Expect these small steps.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will just make a small adjustment. It will go closer to you.
Yes.
It's better right now, I think, I hope.
So the AI, like, it's really powerful tool, but still just a tool. The dental technician as the artist, as the person, still needs to be there, and probably for many years in the future. It will be so.
To realize the ChatGPT, they have invested billions of dollars, and we do not have the demand in dentistry to invest for getting similar results that ChatGPT is capable to give us.
So maybe in like many years, maybe in a decade or two, something will change. It will be different.
It depends how the developing of the traditional artificial intelligence it's going on, and related to that could be that it's getting even faster than a decade.
And I think that's a good news for dental technicians. We will need them for a long time, because the AI just maybe for some basic.
Yeah, for some basic, but it's always a cooperation. If you have your own office, for saving some money, you can also clean it up by yourself.
Yeah, but
as a doctor,
there's the point.
It's not recommended, so you have to care.
You just want to save your time.
Yeah, you have to care the patient, and if you do not work daily on the restoration, so you will never become very good, and also your assistant or your nurse will never be capable to do a good restoration. So I think what you have to do is to deliver good quality, and also communicate that you're delivering good quality. So what I recommend always to the doctors, if it's possible, send your patients to the laboratory, so they do a try-in in the laboratory, and so the patient will realize the effort, what is on a restoration, and if they see a nice laboratory, so they feel very good after the treatment, because they have seen nice places, and so they understand that the job is made in a very good and important environment.
Yeah, that's really important thing.
Because that's my opinion, that the marketing is also very important. If you're capable to communicate your patient that you have done the best of what is possible, so they will appreciate it.
It's quite a decent part of our jobs to communicate, like communicate at all, not only with the patient but with the dental technicians and with the colleagues among us. And it's a very crucial part of our work, I think, the communication between the dentist and the dental technician. It should be like the main focus when doing some bigger restorations and even smaller ones. Without the connection between those 2 points,
communication is
the work can always go bad.
And don't forget, the restoration is the boss. Because if your preparation is well done and restoration, it looks ugly, so the patient would not be happy. But if you're producing rubbish by doing the preparation and the technician makes a good restoration, so the patient will be happy, because the patient doesn't see what's under the restoration. It's happy.
We agree.
Yeah.
We were talking something in a car when we were driving here, that the best is when there is a very, very good technician and very, very good doctor. And good is when there is a very good technician and average doctor. But the bad is when there is a very good doctor and average technician. The result, what patients see, is
you have to send your jobs to a good technician, and the technician has to be also very severe and criticizing you if the impression isn't perfect done, because the very, very secret is the impeccable impression.
Nobody wants to hear that, but that's a really important part.
But that's the life.
That's true. Nobody likes to hear. There is a problem of the education. You know, at the university they do not do enough exercises. They do not work enough on the lab, and also not enough in the patient's mouth during the education. You should do much more exercises. And also something very important is when you come out from the university, that you have to go to a good dental office where the teacher or the doctor who teach you is very strict. Then you're getting familiar with what does it means doing good restorations and good impressions and how to work well. So what we do, we are receiving also in Geis, in Südtirol, young doctors, and they can spend a few months in our facilities. They're doing 1,000 preparations and some other exercises, and it's very helpful for them.
1,000 preparations?
Yes, 1,000.
A huge number.
For 2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
Yes, 2 months. And we have also some cooperations with universities.
It's crazy.
And they do also 1,000 preparation during their courses. And then they come for a week for having military school, and during the military school where they're getting educated also in some CAT technologies. So during this week they are making the preparation 1,000 together with us. And after we have a very nice ceremony, and they're very happy and very proud that the results they are getting, they are very good.
Practice makes master.
Absolutely.
And it's like really huge number, like 2,000 preparations. That's something that average doctor can get in like what?
In 2 lives.
Yeah, probably.
Something like this.
That's amazing. We know you are quite strict, Enrico. That's good. And you are strict even with your courses. I know you take them off the headphones, right? They cannot have the phones. That's good. They don't get distractions.
Yes.
Any other rules you can share with us? What you have?
Yes, we have different type of courses. We have also a ranger school. The ranger school, it's for 3 months. So people from around the world, doctors and technicians, they are working together. They are assisting the course together. So they are living in tents and but not outside. The tents are inside of the building.
Okay.
And they have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and they have to do morning sports, and they have to live with €7 per day, and vegetarian food they have to cook for themselves. Yes, and then they're getting different types of education, a little bit of philosophy, a little bit of marketing, and a little bit of psychology courses. So yes,
it's all in one.
Yes, all in one. It's a general type of education.
That's not connected with the dental profession?
It's with the dental profession. It's only dental professions for doctors, dentists, and dental technicians. They are working together.
So that's quite like a team building.
Team building, but they do not work together in a normal life. The doctors, they're coming from Germany or from Mexico, and the technicians, they're coming from Spain or from Portugal, and so we have an international mixture.
That's a very interesting concept there.
Yeah, it works very well.
I bet. It sounds like almost like a military school training, something like that.
Yeah, but we do not use weapons. Only the exercise.
It's a pity.
They have to do. Yeah, they love it, and we have every year we have a course. And there is a very, very, very long waiting list to have the access to that course.
How long is the waiting list?
Yeah,
like for years.
Years.
Yes, years.
Okay.
And do you have another courses, or just this one?
No. We have different courses, and what we are doing mainly is 1 week courses. If the people is willing to have the 1 week course, we have around 1,500 people what are coming every year for assisting a course in our facilities.
And everything is doing in Zirkonzahn, somewhere in Italy?
Yes, we have around 20 education centers around the world. We have one in New York, in London, in Sydney, in California, in Atlanta, in Budapest. We have 2 in Germany, in Spain, in
Not in Czech Republic.
No, not yet. But we can do it here.
Very good.
Yes, we can. Of course, it's possible. We can organize also some courses here. But it's recommended to go to Südtirol because this is an amazing place. Like Prague is an amazing place, and so you have to leave your country and you have to see other areas around the world to become also an international person. So we recommend to everybody to go to Südtirol because Südtirol, we are very, very lucky. This is one of the most important tourist areas in Europe, in the Dolomites ski areas we have, and yeah, it's an amazing place. This is our huge advantage.
It's beautiful there. And it's good to change the place as well for learning.
It's necessary. It's absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
That you have achieved like many accomplishments in like dental innovations, in education and everything. Do you still have some dreams, your personal dreams in this field that you would like to accomplish in the future?
No, my only dream is living forever. That's my only dream. No, it's not. I do not have a concrete dream or what I do. I'm a creative person, and when I have an idea, so I'm in a lucky condition that I can realize nearly every idea I have.
Okay.
So this makes me happy. So working is my life.
Sounds nice.
Yeah. Once a person asked me, give me 3 answers for the most or free options or most important options in your life. And yes, I told him work. That's important for me.
If you really love what you do, then
so
that's everything. Well, not everything.
So there is no effort for me. On Sunday, I'm really happy that Monday is coming, because I have already New Days in my head, and so I can go to realize
your job is your hobby, and that's the best. It means that you are the best in your job, because it's your hobby.
For being happy in your job, you must exercise a lot, and when you're becoming good, so every time you do something, at the end you are happy. Because the result is good. Like what you were preparing today, we were very happy. The taste was amazing, and so you're happy too, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm happy when you are satisfied.
I think me and my wife, we are really creative. We enjoy to create something.
Creativity is the best you can have.
As you talking about this psychological little bit, how would you describe what should we do, what should we concentrate when we are working? Do you have some advice to be really good at?
No, what you have to do to become very good is that you have to copy the nature. So when the young students are coming, so what they have to do first, they have to go to modulate manually the upper and lower teeth, and they have to become perfect in that. And when you are capable to modulate a good anatomy, then you are like an artist. You are creating sculptures. And when you do that, it's like for a painter when the painting comes out well, or a drawer when the drawing comes out well. And when you have acquired that capability, then you have achieved the most important. It's like for a singer, when the singer is capable to sing very well, then he sings whatever he wants, and he will be always happy because there is always something to sing. And the same is in the lab. When you are good in shape and in color, ceramic layering, then you will always feel happy, because all the good dental technicians or doctors, when they have done a good preparation and a good impression, they feel proud about themselves. And yes, so you have always enough force to continue. But if the result isn't good, so you're a little bit frustrated, and frustration doesn't give you the power to continue.
And our work can be really frustrating when we are trying to imitate the nature. It's really the hardest part of your job. But then...
But we maybe know that the reason is the patient, because we already said that the patient usually doesn't want the nature. But
but you must be capable to give the nature, because then you are capable to appreciate yourself, But if you're producing just rubbish, then the satisfaction, it has to become through the economy, and this is not a good choice. Okay, the economy is important, but if you have only the economy in your brain, so this is absolutely not good for the well-being.
So the main focus for a young dental technician should be on practicing as much as possible.
Practicing as much as possible, and becoming a good sculptor by doing exercise on the modulation and doing a copy of natural teeth.
So copy first,
copy first. The young, they prefer to use the computer, but then you have done the job at the computer, but you have to do the finishing, and also at the computer you must be capable to do a good anatomy.
That's what I wanted to add to the sentence, that this part of your work is maybe like slowly disappearing from the world because of the.
You mean the hand part?
But if you're not capable,
if
you're not capable to do it with your hands, so you are not capable to do it at the computer, because first you have to do it with your hands to imagine what is good. If you haven't done it well by hand, so you will even not do it well at the computer. Of course, you can use the library, but then you have to go to adapt the library to the patient's situation, and then many times rubbish is coming out. We have very beautiful libraries in our system, and we see many times restorations what are looking very ugly, also by having used the good libraries.
That's something I think that maybe young people, young dental technicians maybe think that right now all you have to do is pick a tooth from a library, put it on a model, and everything is done, and that's it. But that's not how it works.
I think that a similar situation is also in dentistry with the dentist, because right now when there's some young dentist, he wants everything with scanning, just scan for a crown. But when the scan is broken or something is not working, we have to make a good impression and send it to laboratory.
This is very important. First, you have to learn how to do a good impression with the normal silicone, and then the next step is the intraoral scanner.
That's true.
That was our way, and we like it. We love scanner. We have 1 year in our office, dental scanner, and we have trials. Trials 5. But 8 years we are just making impressions.
But in certain conditions you have to reuse the impression material, especially if you have MOD inlays, and with the intraoral scanner it's nearly impossible to capture perfectly
the surface,
the position, the edges. Yes.
So what is your opinion, when is better to scan and when is better to make impression?
No, it depends. If the I recommend start with the intraoral scanner, and when you are not capable to capture all you need, so go for those parts with the silicone, and then the lab can combine it. So you need use the intraoral scanner, what is very, very precise. And if you're missing some details, so do it with the silicone. So we scan afterwards the silicone impression, and we go to match it into the intraoral scanner, the details. And this is working very well. You have to do a kind of combination.
True is that you don't have to send the impression anymore, you can scan it as well. Right?
Scan the impression with the extraoral scanner?
Yeah, you do
you
do the intraoral scanning, and for the detail you take just a single impression, that area, and then you scan the impression and you send both, and the technician can match.
We'll just put it together. That sounds good?
Yeah. This is possible now. And yes, manual work is indispensable. Look, just to make an example, Elon Musk is an amazing inventor, but he need also handcrafters to assemble the rockets.
Yeah, he has an idea, which is very important.
But you need good handcrafters to assemble the rocket or to assemble the Tesla. They can use the robots, but many parts are requiring still manual abilities.
Yeah, we don't need only minds, but also like a really crafty hands and skillful people.
And the same is for the preparation. The preparation at the moment can't be done by a robot. Also, if you have heard that the robot has done the first preparation, yes, the first preparation, it's possible, but he has done just one preparation. Not 100 of patients are done by the robots.
We will see what the future will bring. Maybe this everything will be sometimes part of our lives, but probably not in our lifetime.
I recommend always to the young people, go familiar with artificial intelligence and go to write the artificial intelligence. Be not afraid about it in the artificial intelligence. Write it like a horse. You can run or you can ride a horse, and by riding the horse, you can go farther than by normal walk.
I didn't tell you, these two guys are very young, but they are very good dentists as well. They have their own courses as well.
Yeah.
But not for a preparation. For endodontic treatment.
Endodontic treatment.
Endodontic treatment.
Yeah, that's good. We have also courses for endodontic treatment. We have made the teeth out of transparent printed resin with the bulb inside, and so you have to remove in the occlusal area the enamel to have the access to the bulb, and then you have to fill it.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Sounds good.
There's actually one Czech firm that produces those kind of resin teeth, Biovoxo, I think.
I think it's from maybe Slovakia.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so but they are like
Maroš.
neighbors, so it's close by.
Brothers.
Brothers.
Yeah, we call them brothers.
I have heard that they are less conservative than you, isn't it?
Have you?
Yes.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we like them.
Yeah. So it's a little bit like between Germany and Austria.
Is it?
Austria is also more flexible than the Germans are, and so it might be that the Slovakian are more flexible than the Czech, or more open.
Actually, this is perfect start. We flow to the question we wanted to ask you after this break. If you could tell us something about, because you've seen the world, you have your company in different places. Could you talk a little bit about the quality of something interesting in dentistry, in the labs and dental offices around the world?
No, it's everywhere the same.
Is it?
It's everywhere the same. We can say 80% of the impressions are not impeccable.
Okay.
So there is not like a particular part of world that is better than the other one?
No, it depends. It depends a little bit on the countries, how they educate. The universities in Latin America, they're very good, because many students, they are going for postgraduates to the US, and then when they are back, they go to teach a little bit at the universities. Then they have more flexibility. Yes, they have more flexibility. And so they can change also very easy their programs.
Okay.
So they can adapt the programs to what's happened at the moment in the world, and they can bring also new options from abroad when they have assisted at the course, and they can go to introduce it immediately in their education program. This makes it very good. Yes, and the education once was very good in Austria, and also Germany wasn't bad, because they had to do a lot of lab work. So the students, when they started studying, they went very soon into the laboratory work, because the universities, they used to have their own laboratory, and so the doctors, they had to work in the laboratory, and so they had a good expertise on how making teeth. And yes, this is absolutely indispensable, because if you do just the preparation and then you do not know how the rest of the work is done, this is like a good engineer, a good architect should understand also something of a bricklayer, because if the bricklayer becomes an architect, then this will be one of the best architects, because he knows what is possible and what is not recommended to do. And in Germany, many times the students, they do not have access after their exam for going to the university, they do not have immediately access to the university, so they go for a few years into a laboratory to become a dental technician. And so in the meanwhile, when they are studying for dental technician, so the access, it's easier for the dentistry. And then they are more familiar, and they are always the best students at the university or at the course, because they have already manual ability. And this is dentistry many times is just having book knowledge.
That's true. Yeah, the best way how to start dentistry or this job is to become a dental technician first, and then go to dentistry. But that's actually quite a slow path. So.
Yeah. This is the best.
It takes long, but there is a result.
Yeah, there is an absolute result.
And what about Italy? Because for us, Italian dentistry is a very high level.
Very, very good. The dentistry in Italy are very good, and the best dentistry we have, they were before dental technicians, and then they became dentists. And many of them, they used to have a lab, and they were studying beside the lab for dentistry, and they are absolutely the best we have, and they are now also the best around the world, because they have the competence to understand what is happen when you are doing very difficult restorations, and they have the manual ability. And the good one we have in Italy, the education, is that there is a high school for dental technology. Then at the end you have the exam, and then you have the access to the university. Yeah.
We met few
Italian
doctors. They
very
had
good.
the story as you said.
Absolutely.
There in Czech Republic, I think there's a small gap between dentist and the technician. There's missing communication, but it's improving right now. And when we were studying, it's 10 years ago, there was, I think, 1 semester, so it means 3 months about laboratory work. But I think it
was just like
it wasn't enough.
It was the book knowledge, as you were saying.
Just the basic.
Just
the basic.
Germany have reduced it from close to 1,000 hours, I think, down to 150 hours.
Yeah, without the manual work, you can never get good in this kind of job. Dental technician, dentist doesn't matter. But this is something that we are lacking a lot. The manual work at the school. And I don't know about dental technicians in Czech Republic. Maybe it's better than with dentists. But
I don't know.
Same. It's happened in Italy when I was studying dental technology. So we had 20 hours lab work and 20 hours theory at school, and this was good. And they have reduced the lab work, I think, down to
It's a pity.
10 hours per week.
Okay.
And still, it was enough for you to come with those inventions and everything, and still you developed the passion in you for the job.
I was also very good at the dental school because my father had a homework laboratory, not a dental laboratory, but a homework laboratory.
What is that?
Yeah, homework. When it's homemade, something homemade in the cellar, he used to have a laboratory with, like a handcrafter used to have.
Okay. What was he producing?
He was producing guns.
Guns?
He was a gun maker.
Okay,
yes,
so very precise.
Hunting guns.
Okay.
Not military guns.
So very precise. And
very precise.
Well.
He used to have a homemaker laboratory and to fix stuff in the house. And I went when I was young always down to that laboratory to do crazy stuff for me, you know, to do a lot of handwork. So I was already familiar when I went to the school, and I was immediately the best in the class. And I was also a wood carver and just a little bit an artist at this time. So I have done sculpture and so on. And so I was already very familiar. And this is also the reason why I became quite famous and quite good in dental technology.
Do you still do some of this part of work?
Yeah, I have in my office. My office is in the research area, and I have my own bench there, and I'm still working a few times a week. Nice. Or if they are coming with some job they have made, so I go to correct it, or I go to introduce or to show them how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is very nice, having this possibility.
Still working, wow.
Yeah.
Manually
working. Yeah, this is very important. And my idols are Willy Geller and Klaus Mütterthies, because they are over 80 and they are still working every day.
They're both artistic as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And they are healthy because they are working.
Keeping the mind busy.
Yeah. They still have courses as well, right?
Yes.
That age,
yeah.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds really good.
My hands are shaking right now, and I am 33. So I don't know. I'll see in a few years. So please, what do you think? What is your opinion about some future of prosthetic dentistry? Is there some new material, something?
No. We have already achieved what is possible. It's
still the
like the dish is made of porcelain and the glass is made of glass, and that's it. And the window is made of glass. It will be made forever of glass.
So teeth are going to be made of zirconia.
Zirconia is
so maybe
very, very stable material, is undestroyable, and yes. Yeah, it might be that the translucency and the color are changing a little bit. It's like with the composite. It's
like adhesion.
Yeah, it's like it's 50 years the same. They have developed the PMMA with some special glasses inside and some minerals inside, and it's still the same than since the beginning. I personally got some fillings on the anterior area, I think around 45 years ago, and they are still in the mouth. And it was called the composite adaptic, and it was beautiful and invisible and still fitting.
So just improvements to make it nicer, harder, to make it quicker?
This is just a dream that we have now a different material and now it's easier to work. No. Oh, you are capable to do it. You can buy the best guitar in the world, the most expensive guitar in the world, if you're not capable to play with. So forget it.
That's interesting.
Or with a violin. Yeah, I can give you the most famous violin, and if you're not capable to play with,
it's useless.
Yeah.
For me.
My machine working 14 years now,
Yeah.
and I still can keep it because it will be zirconia in the future.
Yes, absolutely.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah, it might be that people isn't willed anymore to sinter the material, and if they prefer to do it in resin or in composite, but composite is an organic material, and zirconia is a mineral.
It doesn't matter.
It's a ceramic, and it's forever.
How about the printing? How about this? If we have the same materials, do you see some near future with
No, absolutely
different
not.
technology?
No, printing isn't so precise because milling, you press the material first and you get a very, very stable and high compact material. what is never possible to achieve by printing. Printing is just a compromise.
So printing zirconia is not a thing in the future.
No, it doesn't make sense because I have my block. I mill it out. It takes about 6 or 7 minutes. Then you go for sintering. There exists also fast sintering. You know, our furnace it's also capable to sinter into 20 minutes, but then you will not get the translucency. Okay. No, you get not the translucency.
Okay.
So you have to do a slow sintering, and when the sintering is slow, then the result is nicer. It's more translucent.
I thought the faster thing has the same result, but it's faster.
No,
it's interesting.
No, absolutely not.
So it's not only that I can use only few crowns or single units.
Yeah, you can use it.
It also has different outcome.
Yeah, it's a different. It's more opaque.
Okay.
It's more opaque.
Okay.
Doesn't make sense. This is just a marketing argument.
And slow sintering is for how long?
Yeah, for 4 or 5 hours, or even more if you want. You can also sinter it during night, and you keep it 8 hours in the furnace. And this is one of the best results you can achieve with zirconia. It's
Mine is about 12 hours.
Yeah, this is very good.
Normal,
12 hours is very good. You go up slow and you go down slow. Yeah, if a single unit, then you can go a little bit faster. But if you have very huge restorations, with a big volume and very heavy, so you have to do always a slow treatment.
Yeah. I do always slow treatment.
Yeah, this is the best. Go slow.
You actually forbidden the technicians in the beginning to change the program.
Yes.
Did you have some reason for that?
Yes, of course, because then I knew that the technicians that would do experiments because they believe that they are smarter than me, because I have already done many exercises and research on it, which one is the best, and then they come and call us and complain that the furnace doesn't work well or that the zirconia doesn't work well. So we had to force them to use the right program. So we had pre-stabilized programs to keep.
I think that's a good
safe.
idea.
Yeah.
Because the guilt is not on your side.
Yes.
It's on their side.
And the truth is, when you meet some technicians on some congress, so everybody's talking like how fast you can do it. You know, how fast you can sinter.
Faster is better, by their opinion.
Well, it's more brave.
But it's not.
It's more brave. But it can have some...
Yeah, our furnace is capable to do it into 20 minutes, but the result is a big. And also the other furnaces, which got just some crowns from Norway, because a technician was up there teaching our customers, and they gave them a zirconia, what they have sintered in 20 minutes, and they were opaque.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now a lot of dentists, they are, I don't know how to say, but it seems to be clever for them to buy the milling machine because the price is going down, and then you buy the sintering. The dealers tell them you can fast sintering. You can have your
I can also. I have in the company. I have also many cars, and we could also create a garage and fix the cars by ourselves. It doesn't make sense.
Why would you do that?
You can also buy an oven to make your bread by yourself every morning.
That's the thing that requires a lot of skill, and it's quite.
Of course, but I see that with certain milling machines, what they used to have in their own office, and then when you see the results, or putting in the patient's mouth, it's the worst I have ever seen in my life.
It's same with us.
Yeah, and you do not have the knowledge for doing it. You do not have the expertise.
Yeah.
We just make a preparation, that's our job. And your job is to make a very nice crown.
To do a good preparation and to do
and
a good
to transfer
impression.
the information to
Yes.
Yes, and we have to fix it.
Yes. Yes.
Fixate. Yeah. Okay.
And fixation can be tricky.
Yeah, it's very tricky. The fixation is very tricky.
And sometimes the cement can also change the opacity or translucency of the work, but not in zirconia, right? It's like more
it
Emax.
depends also a little bit of the cements you're using and how you use it and who goes to prepare the cement
And at the beginning you were saying that to fixate the zirconia you would recommend the resin bonding for zirconia, not the conventional fixation with like adhesive or something like that.
No, you should do it always in with the composite cement.
And is there really like a huge improvement of the bond and the restoration?
Yes, absolutely. This makes it very strong, and by doing it in the correct way, so it will be indestructible. And what I recommend also is to prepare as less as possible to keep the tooth alive as much as possible. And this is no problem by using the zirconia.
Prepare as less as possible, which means like what kind of thickness would you recommend? 0.5. Okay.
Yeah, that's enough.
It's really thin.
Yeah.
That's good to hear it.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
That's for crime.
Next time, bring them with you, and we'll show you how we do it, and you will love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
As
I told you already, the restoration without preparing teeth, it's amazing, and it's open a big future because when the patients are getting older, so the color it's going darker and the surface a little bit weird in the posterior area, so we go to heighten the point and we go just to cover with a kind of mock-up. We do it in zirconia and then we bond it on top and it works amazing.
Okay,
sounds good.
So sounds really exciting.
Yeah. Absolutely. This is the future dentistry without destroying the teeth.
So is this something that we should maybe now focus on?
Yes.
Because if you said that the material is on the top that we can achieve,
yes.
So this is the area of the focus for now.
Yes. And doing preparation without
destroying
restoration, without restoring, without preparing the teeth.
It sounds
so
like
you are young enough and you are open enough, so do it, and you will be very successful in the future. Because the patient will come.
It sounds like a dream.
I just got a WhatsApp from a friend of mine and also a customer from from the US. And he sent me a patient for doing an anterior area laminates without preparing the teeth. We call it a Pretto skin. It's 0.2 millimeters thick, and it's
0.2.
Yes.
Okay. And of course, it's
afterwards I will show you a picture I got this morning because I will explain you what I have done on my own mouth and yes.
And this everything is also that we are talking still about zirconia, right?
Zirconia, only zirconia. Zirconia is
0.2.
Beautiful material.
0.2 zirconia.
0.2, yeah. Okay.
It's a normal gap in Czech Republic between the crown and the tooth.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
0.3. It's funny because it is true.
Different country.
Yeah, of course. To become very good, you have to work on the bench and not in the mouth, because on the bench you see what's happened. You have to work in vitrio, not in the dark patient's mouth where you see nothing because the margin is below the tissue and you see nothing. And if you do it on the bench, so you see what's happened. And we have developed also a beautiful system how to show if the cementation is well done.
Sounds interesting. Never heard of it before.
Yeah.
This sounds like a dream to restore patient's mouth without even touching it, or almost
just to scan it and fix it.
Yeah, that's it. You scan it, you cement it, and that's it.
And take money.
Okay.
And the zirconia, from my point of view, is good material to work with. Zirconia is, from my point of view, good material.
Yes, the best material you can use.
But optically and mechanically.
Yes, we love it.
The improvement in the last decade is unbelievable. When we were at school and we were learning how to be a dentist, the zirconia was something that was like, okay, maybe you can use it for something, but for sure not for everything. And still there is a metal ceramics now.
Like a gold standard.
Yes, and now the zirconia is everywhere, and there is no reason to go back from that.
There is no, it doesn't make sense using a different material.
I agree.
So
now we getting to the zirconia part as we wanted, right? Is it right, guys?
please,
we can.
We'd like to know
how zirconia is made.
Yes,
I will give you the recipe.
I'm not after the recipe. I'm not going to manufacture. But what I don't understand, right?
Yes.
You have all the zirconias as you made them. They have different number of different shrinkage in the sintering furnace.
Yes.
Okay. And now the modern zirconias, you combine them. Different layers, let's say 7 or 9 layers of different zirconia blocks.
Yes.
How you can make it all working together? Because I'm using the Preto 3. Now this kind of zirconia are popular. There are different zirconia in the bottom, different on the top. But when I mill it and put it in the furnace, it works perfect. Not only for the small, but even for the big restoration. How is that possible?
Yes, so on that you have to do a lot of investigation till you find out the right recipe and it's working good. But the most precise is the Preto 2.
Is it?
Yes, the most precise is the Preto 2, and it has to do with that shrinkage of the zirconia with 5% of yttria is a little bit different than the zirconia with the 3% of yttria in it. And so we have to bring the 5% yttria into the right position and into the right relation to the zirconia with the 3% of yttria. So we had to find out which one is the right transition percentage from getting from the 3% up to the 5. Yes, and finally we find out a perfect compromise, but the most precise it's still the Preto 2.
Okay, so it's true that they behave differently in the center office?
Yes, a little bit. Yes, a little bit, just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, because the composition it's different, you know. So if there is more yttria in it, so this is a different recipe, and of course the expansion is different, the shrinkage is a little bit different, but just a little bit.
Okay.
So it doesn't affect the result.
Yeah, it doesn't affect the result so much, but if you go under the microscope to see the real detail, then you can say the Preto 2 is even more precise than the Preto 3, but the impression isn't precise enough that it makes sense to do it impeccable from the laboratory side.
Okay.
Because the transition from the patient's mouth into the lab isn't so precise, then you are capable to work in the lab. The intraoral scanner isn't perfect, but also the impression isn't perfect. Both of them.
There's a small space for some, no mistake, but differences.
Yeah, they are around 40 up to 60, 70 microns from one side to the other. Yes. No, it's not a lot.
No.
No, absolutely.
If we're milling with precise 5 microns,
no. Yeah, it depends. 5 microns, yes. If you do a single unit with a coping in top, then you can do it into 5 microns. But if you do
not in one block.
Yeah, but if no, 5 microns is nothing. Okay, 5 microns, it means if you touch the alumina with your hand, okay, then you have an immediately expansion of the alumina. And the same is happen if you melt the disc, and the disc has 20 degrees temperature, or it has 30 degrees temperature, so you have already an expansion. And then we are out of the 3 microns in a disc of 95 or 98 millimeters.
Okay. So when we have the number 5 microns for milling, that means for 1 unit.
Yes, for 1 unit.
Okay.
Yes.
I like to get back to the zirconia, as you said about the Pretal 3, but how to do the question then? Could you talk about the zirconia a little bit more? I'm using only the Pretal 3 at the moment.
Yes.
And you said there are some disadvantages with the top layer.
No, it depends if you do only normal restorations and if you do work on natural teeth. So this is absolutely no problem. If you work on full arch implant restoration, where the impression it's very perfectly done, so perhaps then you could have some little imprecision, but talking about 50 microns or something like that.
50 microns on all the block or
on the block,
on the
whole
50
block.
microns.
Yeah, if we are talking about the highest precision.
Okay. Is it about all the block? I mean, all the height of the block altogether, or is it only the incisor part, which is perhaps?
No, you have a little, but absolutely a little bending.
Okay.
But by using the Pretal 2, there is nearly no bending during the sintering.
Okay.
It's a little bending, but the Pretal 2 has nearly 0 bending.
Okay, good to know.
Yes.
And put it to context. You said 50 microns, right? It can be the
50
problem
microns,
in the format.
But also if you have a plaster model, there you have an expansion of 50 microns. But if we are talking about microns, about the very high precision, then I have to tell you this.
Okay, that's good. I appreciate
it's always, but you will never achieve that precision in the patient's mouth by taking impression.
And if we take an impression, where are we about the imperfections?
Imperfection is around 50 up to 100 and more microns.
Okay.
But an impression lower than 50 microns of precision, it's absolutely impossible.
Okay, it's good to know all these things around. And would you know about scanning, intraoral scanning?
It's
is it precise enough?
No.
Is it the same?
Yeah, it's the same, absolutely the same.
So would you recommend...
The new generation of intraoral scanner, they give you the same precision as an impression material.
Okay, even you have, let's say, implant job all on 5 or all on 5.
On the implant job, you can't take an impression. Okay, you can. No, it's not possible. You can take an initial impression just to have an idea where the implants are located. Then you have to create a bridge on top of those implants, and you have to cut the bridge in single parts, and then you have to use a resin and rebond it in the patient's mouth. Okay?
Okay.
This is absolutely indispensable. Then you have to reline it with silicone, and then you have to use the scan analogs, and then you have to scan it with the laboratory scanner.
So it's the reverse scanner.
Yes, because the laboratory scanner is the only very, very precise scanner.
Okay.
Because the intraoral scanner, it's taking pictures. Okay, and then he's going to match all the pictures together, and there you have always a little and precision. But if you do it on the lab scanner, so you do an optical impression in one shot, and then it's absolutely precise, and you go close to 5 microns.
In all the mouth.
In all the mouth.
All the mouth.
Yes.
Okay.
So you have to do it in that way. If not, it will not be precise.
And the latest, what you recommend, what all you can scan, simply scan with the intraoral scanner?
Yeah, you can scan all with the intraoral scanner. You can scan implants, but at the moment, the experience we had is that the inlays, MOD, are very difficult to scan, because if they are close to the neighbor tooth, if there is just a space of a few tenths, then it's nearly impossible to scan it, and especially if the surface is very translucent, so the scanner is not really capable to capture the surface. So we were working on painting the surface with a white material, or a white painting liquid, or a kind of scan spray. Then it's possible, because if we do the same scan on the plaster model, then it fits perfect. Then the intraoral scanner is...
So somehow the transparency...
the transparency is the problem. So if you have a scan spray, so you could use the scan spray in the patient's mouth, and then the result is good.
I'm sorry, just to get back, there is some limit perhaps with the recommendation. How big jobs on implants you can scan with intraoral scan only, right? As you said.
No, you can do the same. The intraoral scanner, the implant, or the scan of the intraoral scan on implants is not precise.
Okay.
And the impression is not precise.
Okay.
Both are not absolutely precise.
So you will both be checking, as you said before. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's
good. Both. It's the same. You can do what you want, because the intraoral scanner has always a little bending, and if you work on implants, the implants, they do not have normally a mobility like the natural teeth has. So if we are talking about precision, then we are talking about the best you can achieve,
Because we were told that when there's a big work on implants, and the implants are not in a straight, but in a row, in a bend, there is better to make an impression because of precise.
No, also the impression isn't precise.
So the only way how to create...
the only way is this, I told you. Right. And if you come, and we have also courses on that to show you that there's no chance to get a precise impression.
That's interesting, because I've never heard about this technique, but I think that maybe no one does it this way, does it?
The reverse scanning now, it's becoming very popular in Europe.
The
reverse scanning, like when you do the bridge first, then you glue there the abutments, then you take it out, put there
this is the best way. This is the best way. And this is the only way to get a good and high precision.
This day first.
It's my first time that I hear something like this.
But now you will hear it very often, I guess.
No. You have to come. Believe me, you will see a lot of stuff we're doing. What is amazing. Next.
I'm pretty much done. What about you guys?
About zirconia, I think that you said basically everything. So
we are satisfied.
It's up to you.
Maybe perhaps one thing crossing my mind. If you said you're satisfied,
please.
I felt that we were chasing transparency as the goal. And I always felt like the lithium disilicate is too transparent. It was grayish. Everything what we did was grayish. And then the zirconia blocks were a lot transparent as well. And perhaps now we find the best way to have the different zirconia in one door. Could you say something about this?
Yeah, this is also a question of philosophy, you know. The dream of a dental technician is making the zirconia or the tooth as transparent as possible, then having a lot of mamelungs and white halo and this and that, but the patient preferred the uniform color. The ladies, they're using the makeup for getting a uniform color in their face. And so the same is with the teeth. So if you go to Mexico, they have all very white teeth because they used to eat the tortilla, and tortilla has a lot of chalk inside. So that's also the reason why they have so bright teeth. And everybody is interested in having bright teeth. And bright means a high opacity, not translucency, because translucency, it's great. Have a look at the window. The window is black because the background is black, and the background in the mouth is black, and the more translucent the material is, the blacker it goes. And the furniture is white because the furniture is reflecting the light from inside. So that's what the patient likes. Beautiful, bright. Oh, you have so beautiful, bright teeth. I never have heard, you have so beautiful, dark, natural teeth.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have to change our chip and to go in a different direction mentally.
I agree.
Yeah, because the color is bright and it's young people, when they are very young, 16 or 15 years old, their teeth are very, very bright normally.
No, it's still a question about cooperation, because the result is our point of view, your point of view, and the patient's point of view.
Yes, and you have to care the patient's point of view.
Yeah.
Yes, the cooker has to cook for the customer's taste, and not for his own taste.
So we like it, but the patient says, I don't want it. I don't want it. Send it back to the laboratory.
Yeah, it looks natural. Yeah, but I do not like it.
Yeah. Sometimes we hear it and we are not happy, but like you said.
So choose bright color. Go like the Americans are doing it. They're going for California white.
In Europe we have a Turkish style.
Yeah.
We can call it. And it's similar.
Yeah. Our teeth, especially our species where we are located here, similar to the South Tyrolean or the Finnish. The Finnish, they have high translucency, but always dark teeth.
I totally agree, but I meant even the point if I want to be artistic, if I want to do one central completely the same as the other one.
Of course, no.
I still don't use the transparency too much on the cervical area.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Like the transparency is not always the goal, is it? It is on the incisor part, but not perhaps.
Yeah, then you go to adapt and to integrate one tooth into other teeth. Okay. Yeah. Then you have to adapt it, because you're just going to substitute a single part. It's like a car. If you have damaged your old car, so you go to adapt the adjustment with the color related to the old color you have on the rest of your car. Then you go for an adaptation. But if you have to repaint the whole car, so what do? You give them a fresh color.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Nicely said.
Yeah. So this is very important.
And this is why your job is so difficult.
It is the one thing.
Maybe I would like to ask about this transparency, translucency, opacity, about full anatomic zircon. You're working just with the full anatomic zircon, right? Is it right? And so you must work with a special zircon with a transparency.
It has transparent incisor part, but on the cervical part it's quite opaque, which I find as a positive. That's what I try.
I can understand.
It looks really good.
Also, I think it looks good because another type is that we have just a part from the normal zirconia, and the another part is a facetite, something with a full with the ceramic veneered. And that's not so good because of chipping, something like this. Maybe because of translucency, opacity, but the chipping is still a problem. Because I know chipping with metal ceramic, and when we have veneered zirconia, is there also problem with chipping?
It depends how you make it. So in the anterior area, we do also the incisal edge in zirconia and just the buccal area with a little bit of ceramic. But my opinion is the less ceramic you use, the better is it. Because then you have a restoration of what is forever.
One reason.
Yes, it's forever. And if the preparation and impression is well done, and if the patient uses the brush to clean his teeth, then the restoration, it's forever, except if you have a high retraction of the gingiva, then it's recommended to redo the restoration, because in the cervical area, if the neck or the root is visible, so this is an area what is not so safe anymore.
And also I see my limits as I'm getting older, and I do much better shape when I do it like from one part. If I'm veneering, I'm too distracted with the colors, with the shrinkage, with the transparency, and so. And my shapes are never so good as if I have only one material to work with.
And then you have a restoration forever. No chipping, nothing happened. You make happy the patient, you know.
The nightmare, the chipping is nightmare for us.
It's a nightmare because the patient has paid a lot of money and then he has a problem. And by using zirconia, the problems are gone.
And the worst part is that this kind of problem is really hard to deal with, to fix it.
Fix it, and there is no trust from the patient side. And to take out from the mouth the very, very good fixed zirconia is quite hard for us.
Quite hard,
yes.
Maybe one more last question from me that I just came with. We were talking a little bit about preparations, about the courses that you are having in Zirconsan. What do you think is the best kind of preparation for zirconia? And do you think that
no preparation?
No preparation.
No preparation.
This is the best for the tooth. Yes. And what we are using, we use the torpedo.
Torpedo.
Torpedo is the best.
And do you think that right now is quite popular, the vertical BOPT preparation? Do you think that this is suitable for zirconia?
It's also okay, but I prefer the torpedo because then I see the end. But the less you prepare, the better is it.
Okay.
I think that
you will love it when you see it. It's nearly knife edge preparation what we are doing, but just a little finishing, then you see where the finishing is.
So almost vertical preparation, but just the knife edge.
Like you said, the knife edge I think is also very, very good. I like it.
Knife edge it's good.
But really hard to achieve.
No. But when you come to see how we work with our torpedo, then believe me, you will like it.
Okay.
I already do. Okay, so do you guys have any more questions on Enrico? Because this was really nice talking, and thank you really much for sharing your thoughts with us. It was really beautiful, and we hope to see you in the future again, maybe on some lecture, maybe in Zirconsan. And we wish you good luck for tomorrow's lecture in České Budějovice, right?
Thank you.
And also in Prague.
And in Prague, okay.
So thank you, and maybe see you in the future.
See you
Maybe in the concern.
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank you.
Good.
And thank you guys as well. I'm glad we could have this event here in my lab. I'm very proud. You came to visit me finally.
I promised you already that I will come.
Yeah. So I'm glad. Thank you.